Hi everybody, we're live here on Facebook at the Team GB British House. I'm here with the Team GB trampoline team. So you've got Tracy, who's the coach.
Hi.
Nathan, myself. I competed today, so having a little bit of a celebration here. We've got Bryony, our silver medalist. And Catherine Driscoll, who finished in 6th, so did an awesome job. So if you've got any questions, send them in onto the page, and we'll try and get some feedback back to you guys. So anything you want to know, just post a comment, and we'll be happy to answer anything you've got. All right. So I'm going to do a little question to Bryony. Winning silver is just an amazing achievement. I mean, the first trampoline medal like we've ever had. It's like a crazy cool achievement, and like I'm super chuffed to be on a team with you. What does it feel like? I know you've been doing all these interviews, but come on, what does it feel like?
This is the hardest question to ask, and I always get asked this one because it feels so unreal. I don't know how to explain how it feels. It's so unbelievable, so it's like difficult to kind of take in, and I don't think it'll sink in for a really long time, but it just feels amazing, and I'm so happy. Yeah.
It's crazy. And I'm dying to know a little bit what goes through your head when we compete, because we're all in our processes, aren't we? And we know what we're going to do.
Yep.
So like, what does go through your head?
Well, I know you know what you're going to do. So actually,
it's
really quite easy for me, because I'm literally there just supporting you, because we know all the work's already been done, how hard we've worked over 4 years, we're ready. So there's nothing really that goes through my head other than like, just do what I know you can do. And it's like, I know you're going to be cool. So, I think really I've got the easy bit. Simple.
So we've got a question in here from Joshua Jack Richer. What's the hardest move to perform?
I guess it's tricky because everyone's very different. I think for me, probably the end skill of my first routine, just because you want to finish off your routine really well, but then it's controlling that out bounce and stopping and kind of killing all that adrenaline. So I think for me, like the last skill of my compulsory, so like the half in Rudy out, so it's a double twist in. Double back, yeah. I was trying to think about how to explain that then. Like half twist in with 1.5 twist out, double somersault. So yeah, probably that one.
I think I'd say actually my first skill of my voluntary routine, so that's the harder routine, just because that's like you're jumping really high and it's your first skill, so that's the start of the rhythm of the feeling of the routine, so you have to get the rhythm straight away. And because it's a hard skill to perform, like connecting it to the second skill, I'd say that was what I find the most difficult, because just it's there, it's the start, it has to be right.
Okay. Yeah. I think I'd have to agree. Start of the routine for me, and the second routine, I think that's what I focus on mostly. Yeah, so same. I think that's a cop-out, but same. We got another one from Camilla Long. Sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. What has been your best moment so far? Should we go, Trace?
Yeah.
What's been your best moment?
I think, to be honest, the trampoline programme as a whole, it has to be like the medal, the 6th place and the 9th place. There's no one thing. It's like it's been collective. There's been no I-in team. We've really worked hard to produce this, and I think for trampoline, I just can't find words to express how proud I am right now.
Oh, thank you.
Seriously.
What about you?
I have too many. I think first of all, like getting into the final with Kat, I think that was really special, that we know that we'd made history at that point, and having a teammate there, I knew that I could kind of step up and really go for my ball, and I think so when I'd finished my routine, that was another amazing feeling. So yeah, getting into the final and competing in the final, that was my favourite moment so far, I think.
Sure. Come on, Kat, what do you
It's a tough one, because there's so many different things along the way that you're making memories pretty much every day you're out here, and I think the way we've all come in as a united team and been able to be really kind of together on every single bit of what we've done since we've been here, I think those moments are the things I think I'm going to remember the most, that we've come in unified, we've worked together, we've stuck together through everything that we've done, and that's a very special thing for me that we've not had before.
Yeah.
I think my favourite thing so far, barring my own performance, was like watching you guys Just because. No, come on, it wasn't about that. It wasn't about that. But, you know, sitting there, it kind of all came back to me at once. It was like, wow, okay, we're here at the Olympics.
Yeah.
This is going on, and the girls are doing great. And
it's emotional watching your teammates, isn't it?
And I was more nervous for you guys than I was for myself.
We said the same today. Watching you was more nerve-wracking than being out there ourselves.
Yeah, I thought like our competition finished when we finished, but it definitely didn't because
today was harder.
It was really like nerve-wracking.
Okay, we've got Steve Sampson from.
Hey, Steve!
What's the first thing you're going to do when you're back? Okay, I'll pick up this one first. Hey, Steve. The first thing I'm going to do when I go back is go see my family because I've had my mum and dad out here. They just stood over there, and it's been really nice having their support. But I'm just going to go home, see the family, and do like all the home visits. So checking with everybody back home because I know they've been supporting all of us out here. So it's really, really nice to have their support. Go on then, Chase. What are you going to be doing when you get home?
Certainly family and friends, definitely. And on Saturday, I'm going on holiday. So
oh, nice. Lovely. What about you, Bryony?
Yeah, I guess the first thing would be family and friends. Like, I'm going to see my brother. He's going to pick me up from the airport. So I'll see my younger brother first, and I think that'll be really special. And then I'll probably drive back up to Sheffield and see my friends there, I think, and get started on my post-Olympic Games bucket list.
Oh, what are some of the things that are on there? Can you think of any?
There's one like when I'm going down to London and check out the kind of the restaurant where you go and it's completely pitch black, and you have to like eat and just be there with like no kind of eyesight. Yeah, so that's one of them. Yeah.
What about you, Kat?
Plain and simple, friends and family. We've obviously spent a lot of time at the National Centre, so mum, dad and husband have been out here obviously supporting, so it's going to be getting home and just catching up with all the people that we haven't had a lot of time with because obviously we've been concentrating on putting everything in to get into Rio, so it'd be nice just to be able to be at home, relax and catch up with like nieces, nephews, spend some time with my husband and then all of my family up north and then head down south and see all the family down there too. Yeah, it's just catching up, isn't it? There's all those things that you put so much time into what we're doing training wise that you don't get to spend a lot of quality time with people because you're always thinking about resting up and recovering ready for the next week. So I think being able to just be completely chilled and do whatever you want and not have to worry about the time of day or anything like that would be really nice.
Anything performance related?
Yeah.
Cool. We've got Holly Seeley. What's the best thing about the Rio Olympics?
There's so many things. How do you even pick?
Let's go back to Kat.
How do you pick one thing out? I guess there's a lot of things, but being part of Team GB is massive. Like, it's the biggest supportive group you could ever be a part of, and being able to be in the lift with some of your sporting heroes and like literally bump into them in the dining hall in the lift, like, and everyone is so respectful of everyone and they say hello, they support everything you're doing, and I think being able to share your dream with so many other people is just, it's so hard to try and describe what it's like, but I think for me that's the best bit about Rio.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah, I'd say being surrounded by sport constantly, that's just amazing, and sporting kind of like idols and heroes and just being inspired, like absolutely inspired, like from the moment we arrived in the village. It was just like there's Team GB and everywhere, and then there's like, you know, the Canadian block right next to us, and then there's like all runners running around in the morning and like tennis players, and it's just, I think sport, like being completely surrounded by sport and being part of that team.
How about you, Trace?
I think I have to agree, like Team GB, like team one unity. It's amazing. We've got, I think, the best team in the world, and I think being part of that is very, very special. You know, take this place for instance, like the British House. It's just what they do for us is just amazing. So can't thank them enough.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, we've got another question from Natalie Golding. Can you shout a hello to my hubby, Sean? Got a long day staying up to watch Team G.
Hey, Sean! Good work, keep watching.
We've got one from Nikki Montford. Do you get time to think when you're performing? Okay, so in trampoline especially, we kind of go into, well, I do personally, I go into like autopilot. Right. So like I'm doing all my preparations and trying to think about what I'm about to do, and then present, start jumping, and then it just happens. So that's like how I can only describe it. So you're trying to adapt to what's happening, but the actual skills I think just happen like on
I think
autopilot.
we're so well trained, aren't we? Like we do these routines every single day. Basically, it's so ingrained. We know exactly what we need to do that it's not that you have to think about so much stuff, but if there's something goes wrong and you need to think, you've definitely got time to do it, but you do literally in competitions go into autopilot and it's just so finely tuned. We've done it that many times that it's just a natural kind of, I guess, feeling.
I think it's when when you're in the moment and you have to be thinking so quickly.
Yeah.
So when you're actually on the trampoline doing your routine, you have to be reacting so quick, because if you like switch off for one tiny little part of a second, then that could be the end of your routine. So you have to be like really with it, and that's what I think autopilot means for us, is just being in there, being reactive as quick as we can, because it doesn't feel like we're thinking, because it's almost come naturally to us.
Definitely.
Yeah,
for sure. We've got a question from Lucy Jane Buckingham. If you could do any other discipline other than gym, what would you do? Oh, that's a tricky one.
Oh, I know
It's
mine
so
quite
That's
easy.
a tricky one. Go on then.
I want to, pole vault,
Okay.
because I think that I like the athletics arena, and if I could, I guess trampolining would, what would like transfer would be pole vault, I guess.
Okay.
So that's what I would have said if I could. Yeah. And actually that's in the summer games, but if I could choose winter games, then I'd go figure skating. Although I can't figure skate, but if I could choose to be good at that, I would.
Sweet. What about you?
So hard. I'm not sure. I love sport. I guess the one thing I've always said, although it's not in the Olympics, is I'd love to be a Formula 1 driver. So I love every kind of sport. I love watching it all, but I think if I could do one, I'd love to be a Formula 1 driver. I love the adrenaline kind of junky things that you can do, and I think being able to drive a car that fast would give you that buzz and similar kind of adrenaline feeling that we get now, and the similar kind of forces going through your body, and I just love the look of it and watching it, and I always think that I'd be a great driver. I probably wouldn't, but I like to think that I'd be a really good Formula 1 driver, so I think that would be my thing.
Oh, awesome. I think the sport that I'd go to would maybe be high diving. I know it's a bit like, it's like quite transferable with the skills and orientations, and if I hadn't have picked up trampoline, I think I still would have been looking for something to do that type of skills. So that's what I'd be doing. Well, thank you guys for all your questions and giving up all the likes. So make sure you give a follow to the page, and so you can catch up for any more live sessions. Right. Thanks from the Team GB trampoline team.
Thank you.
Thanks.